Is the Eastern Business Report, where we look at the business ecosystem in the Eastern region and discuss topics affecting the region's economy. But first, let's take a look at some of the major business and development stories making headlines across the Southeast, beginning here in Enugu State, where the Enugu State's Governor Peter Mbah at the weekend said that his administration had deliberately allocated over 30% of the yearly budget to education in the past 3 years to transform the state into a knowledge-based economy. He explained that the state is already reaping the benefits of the massive investment with a growing student population in academic institutions. The governor spoke at the 43rd to 50th Consolidated Convocation of the Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu, where a total of 27,848 graduates of ordinary national diploma and higher national diploma programs within the span of 8 years participated in the combined convocation. Governor Mbah, who was represented by his deputy Ifeanyi Ossai, noted that the state government would continue to support educational growth in all ramifications, as he commended the institute and its management for the innovations and initiatives to rebrand and reposition the institute, adding that the government would continue to support the advancement of learning and infrastructure in the Institute of Management and Technology. Moving to Abia State, where the Abia State government has set up a tax desk to sensitize the Abia business community on the new tax law signed by President Bola Tinubu. The tax desk, which is domiciled at the Greater Abia Development Authority, is meant to educate the business community on how to navigate the new tax law to avoid running afoul of it, which may affect their businesses. Speaking at a workshop tagged Navigating the New Nigerian Tax Law, organized by the state government through GATHA and the Abia Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Director General of GATHA, Architect Uche Ukeje, disclosed that the tax desk is about educating the business community to file their tax returns appropriately, timely, and in line with the laws. He stated that most members of the business community lack knowledge of the details of the tax law and how it can affect their businesses, stressing that the tax desk was set up to bridge the gap. Meanwhile, earlier chairman of the governing board of GATHA, Chief John Obala Udebala, pledged that the issues and recommendations arising from the workshop will inform ongoing engagement, policy advocacy, and continuous dialogue between government institutions and the business community in Abia. Abia Power, Nigeria's newest power distribution company based in Abia State, has begun power supply to communities in Ekech local government area of Rivers State, which have been without light for over a decade, according to Benedict Obi, who runs a big fishing business in Umola, one of the communities now having power. The area was previously under Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company. Meanwhile, the Abia Power Senior Brand and Communications Manager, Edis Ekong, confirmed to newsmen that he was the local government area chairman, Honorable Chiman Joku, who approached the utility for power supply, expressing delight that the communities are satisfied with not just constant power supply from Abia Power, but also the quality and the tariff. Edis also confirmed that unnamed state government, communities, and big manufacturing firms outside 9 of the 17 local government areas in Abia State that make up the Abia ring-fenced area are having discussions with Abia Power with a view to getting supplies from the utility, which is Nigeria's 12th disco. Finally, from Akwa Ibom State, where the Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Emmanuel has dished out stern warning to village heads across the state, declaring that they will be held accountable for any further vandalism of government property and public utilities within their communities. The governor, who made the warning during the State Government House monthly prayer service at the Latter House Chapel, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State capital, said his administration would no longer tolerate the destruction of public facilities. Governor Eno made it clear that any village where government infrastructure were vandalized would face serious consequences, including the withdrawal of the village head certificate of recognition, questioning the relevance of traditional leadership in communities where public assets are left unprotected. The governor said it was unacceptable for newly renovated and well-equipped public schools and other facilities to be destroyed by hoodlums without local accountability. He directed Frank Achibong, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, alongside Udo State, Chairman of the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, to urgently convene a meeting with village heads across the state to formally communicate the government's position and reinforce their responsibilities. The governor also called on citizens to take collective responsibility for safeguarding public property, stressing that government infrastructure represents the commonwealth of the people and must be protected at all costs.